Tess is working on a speech for a conference in Sweden in a few weeks, where she will be teaching other freelancers how to future-proof their business. The phrase future-proofing refers to the ability of something to retain its value long into the distant future. This relates to a business as something you're building now that will thrive for a long time into the future without putting you into the grave from unhappiness and stress. Today, she is looking forward to practicing this concept with her fellow Toastmasters. This is speech number 5 from the Speaking to Inform manual, the abstract concept. Her goals are to analyze an abstract concept and present the ideas in a clear and interesting manner. The time is 6 to 8 minutes. Please welcome Tess Whitty.
To imagine 3 scenarios with me. First, in scenario 1, we have the desperate freelancer. Help! I feel like my business is failing. I can rarely make ends meet each month. I do contact new clients, but I rarely get any response, and I don't know how to market my services. Please help. I feel like I need to go back to a regular job. And then imagine scenario B, the stressed freelancer. I've been a freelancer for a while, and I know the ropes. I make a decent income, but I always feel stressed. I'm always working, and sometimes I'm just so frustrated with the clients. They're just crazy clients, and if I'm not frustrated with them, I sometimes don't even know where I'm going to get the next project from. I feel stressed all the time. And then imagine scenario C, the thriving freelancer.
Yeah, there you go.
I love my job, and I can't wait to get up and get started in the morning. My clients are great. I love the projects I get, and I am not worried about the future because I have a plan. Now, we all want to be the thriving freelancer, right? But how do we get there? How do we create a business for ourselves that we thrive in, that we enjoy working in, that we see ourselves working in for a long time to come into the distant future, that feels secure and protected? Now, the ideas floating around are many, but I've tried to distill it into 3 different strategies. First, we need to protect our assets. Then we need to protect our motivation and balance. And last but not least, we need to have a plan, a strategy. So how do we protect our assets? The best way to secure ourselves is to put a legal barrier between our personal incomes and our business by incorporating. Another great idea is also, as a freelancer, to have a liability insurance. This puts both the client and you at peace, even if you never need to use it, but you have protection against any legal claims that might be made if you make any mistakes. And like the financial guru Dave Ramsey says, have a buffer. Create a buffer of at least 3 months, preferably 6, that covers your expenses, so that you have peace of mind and are not desperate and take on whatever job comes along and make any mistakes when you accept the clients. And last but not least, always have a written contract when you're dealing with any clients. Now, a written contract doesn't have to be a expansive document drawn up by a lawyer. It can just be a simple email, but something written that documents the expectations of you and the client, payment terms, what's included in the project, and so forth. So that was our assets. But perhaps more important is how to protect our motivation and balance. How can we do this? Well, first of all, in order for us to thrive and enjoy our business, it's important that we work with clients and projects that we enjoy, that we think are fun. And then we need to focus on these, both on our current ones and look for more of these that we enjoy in potential ones. The other thing that we need to do is to look at how we manage our time. If you're like me, you became a freelancer because of the flexible schedule and because you wanted to be your own boss. But in order for this to succeed, we need to actively manage our time and our clients so that they don't manage us instead and we become stressed and work overnight. And we are our most important assets. We work with our brain and we need to have a healthy body to function. So we should at least take care of ourselves as well as we take care of our car, regular checkup, good fuel, and no overheating because of exhaustion. And finally, we need to work on our mindset and how to protect and cultivate this. A success mindset is developed by having a positive attitude, but how can we do this in our business? By not complaining about our crappy clients, our deadlines, and our lack of income or bad pay, and instead start focusing on how we can get better clients and more income and what we can do about it instead. And another tip is to surround yourself with other people that have a positive and great mindset and a success mindset. And last but not least, we need to have a strategy for the future. We can't predict the problems that will come in the future, but we can analyze and see what risks we have. For example, are you too dependent on just one client, so that if this client would go away in the future, you would lose most of your income? Look at these risks. Create a plan for the future where you want to have a vision of where you want to go. And to have a plan, you can look at what went well last year, what didn't go well last year, what will you do next year in order to get to where you want to be in 5 years. How will you market your services? Where? How can you get those clients and projects that you enjoy? Ask yourself these questions, write down the answers, and have a plan for this. Now, I have gone from the desperate freelancer to the stressed freelancer to the thriving freelancer. I rarely have to do any active marketing anymore. I constantly raise my rates. I rarely work weekends anymore or evenings. And I'm happy with the job I have, and I can see myself working in it for a long time to come. Now, how did I do this? By protecting my assets, by protecting my motivation and balance, and by creating and writing down a strategy for the future. Now, if you would like more information and more practical steps on how to do this, please sign up on the list that's going around. Thank you.